Hello people, Makkuro here, and today I have a review of the Audi R8 LMS Ultra WRT Racing Theme version. Yeah, special edition. Now, it costs 6,800 speed boost. It comes with race-tuned Gromland parts and some 2-star skill mods, pointless, and a stage 3 lowering kit for aftermarket parts. And it's a great looking thing for me. This racing version of the Audi R8 V10 is just amazing. It is a real drive due to it being a racing car, but I really do like the entire thing, the vinyling, the styling, the wheels, apart from the tires. The Michelin thing is a bit strange on it, but otherwise I do like the entire thing. Even that gigantic big ass spoiler is just great thing. Seriously, it fits for this car very well. And as you can see, those parts and skill mods like I mentioned. Now, the aftermarket shop. There are good things and bad things. Good things, no body kits. Yes! No spoilers, blast loader Bahamut for that. And no hoods. However, the bad things, you can change the wheels. Your typical setup, you can put neons for your typical setup, you can put window tints, well, that's a good thing. You can put lowering kits and license plates as well. And of course there's the top speed thing, and this is, quite ironically, the second fastest car in this game, meaning it has the second highest top speed, clocking at 359 km/h when out of the shop, straight from the shop. Yeah, that. Not joking. Now, in races, straight from the shop, still, it is quite good. Actually, it can easily compete with your lower S-Class cars like the RTRX, GT3 RS, CCX, Murcielagos, Reventons, and so on. Takes them down pretty much easy mode. So yeah, those are you just walk past them, especially when you have a lot higher top speed. However, this car, ironically, well, it has a great acceleration, but it has, like I said, the second highest top speed. And this is a racing car with a big ass spoiler, so I think the second highest top speed, right behind the Veyron, in this game is a bit of an irony. So the devs thought, okay, we have to nerf it somehow, so you'll give it a big ass top speed, big ass spoiler, and a lack of acceleration on high speeds. You can think this as a bugged 7th gear, just this has only 6 gears, and the 6th gear is bugged. Because when you hit the 6th gear, it's just the acceleration is just there is some, but just not enough. Yeah, and then there's the handling part of it. It's responsive, precise, very good, exactly what you would expect from a racing car. However, the devs went a bit too far in the realistic aspect of replicating this car, and they thought racing cars, so they have a weak turning radius, so we'll give this car a complete lack of turning radius as well. And that means this car sucks in the corners, because you start steering, it's nice, but then you feel, oh fuck, so much understeer. And that's all due to the lack of turning radius. This car needs to slow down to be able to turn harder, a lot more than other cars in this game. And that's, yeah, that's just, you know, a stupid way of replicating performance. I mean, racing cars are about acceleration and handling, cornering speeds. If they would want to replicate it properly in this game, they should just, okay, you'll make it accelerate like mad to its top speed, just reduce its top speed, not give it such a high one. You can put a Stirling Moss top speed on it, and then you can have a nice cornering circle of the Super S-Class cars like the Cora GT, the Agera, Zone Das, and so on, the Koenigsegg, and so on. But no! They did the anti-logic of EA as always, so yeah, that's a bit of a fail. However, this is fucking stable, and as those are EA devs, they have to, you know, balance it out properly. So they thought, okay, this car is the most stable car in this game, so we'll make it rubbish on the jumps. And yes, it's the worst thing, it's the worst jumping car in this game. I mean, you jump, you land, and you lose the race. You're instantly from position number 1 to position number last on just one jump. That's how bad it is at landing. But as you can see, straight from the shop, and I'm being able to keep up with a spammer in Aventador. So yeah, I suppose that's very good information. Yeah. Now, after this, I said to myself, time to tune this thing, and I did, and I put it to 774 overall, meaning few Pro Sport parts and 2 Ultra tuned parts, and it does pack a friggin' punch. Right now it has 909 acceleration stat, and you can feel that pretty much immediately. Because even though this car, again, ironically, since this is a racing car, so it should have a splendid start from the get-go, it has one of the worst launches of all the cars in this game. I mean, it's just so poor at the start, it's unexplainable. But this being a real drive car and a racing car, it should have a good, but it has a complete poor. But like I said, the acceleration after that, when you finally get the grip, you're just like, oh my fucking god! That's pretty much the effect you get when you Pro Ultra tune this car and kick on the accelerator. That's the expression and feeling you get. So it is very enjoyable in that aspect until you get to the 6th gear, and then it's just okay. We'll reach the top speed in about, oh shit, corner. That's what happens. You've got big ass long straight where you can reach the top speed, and you'll never reach it. So yeah. Now the cornering aspect of this car is, like I said, bad, but because of the turning radius, and that is really bad for this car. I mean, I understand they wanted to replicate the car very well, but it should keep a bit, you know, this is an arcade game. If you have a racing car, top priorities acceleration, cornering speed, and low top speed because of those spoilers. That's how racing cars are made. They're just stopping at 330 kilometers per hour, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, no sense in giving it the second highest top speed in the game and then nerfing it by giving it no high speed acceleration. So there is a bit of a fail. It just shows how EA devs, all devs, worked. They just didn't thought about anything. They just think, oh, that will do, damn, it will be too OP, let's nerf it in that way. They just didn't thought at all what they were doing. This car is just a perfect example of that. Now, as some people know, the R8 LMS is known as the S-Class Nismo, so it's only natural that I put it against a Nismo on the College Asylum track. No traffic, so we can do easy laps. On the right bottom side you get Most Wanted Team Escape, and on the right top side you have a Peter's Blue Dam race with some noobs and so on. And the main point is Nismo has a lot better cornering speed, and even though those cars are very similar, they all both have the same steering, even though the Nismos are more twitchy, more responsive, and less stable, and less planted down on the ground. But they all both have the same, pretty much very similar way of accelerating. They both have the same feel of understeer about them, and they are, in fact, even though they have pretty different things about them, they are very similar in overall feeling. However, Nismo does have better cornering radius, and that just makes, and better high-speed acceleration, and that just makes it win this by a mile. I mean, 1 second of a difference, pretty much. That's a friggin' lot, as you can see. But do not worry, this car has few things up its sleeve. I should probably already know the sound, but we'll stick with the stableness and the planted thingy, because this car doesn't have a much of ramming power. It's rather light for a racing car. It's very light, but again, this shows the complete lack of any kind of thinking process in the dev team, because it's so planted out. It's unrammable. You can't ram it. You can flip this car no matter what. It's so planted down. You're gonna hit rhinos, you're gonna hit anything, you're gonna hit traffic, you're never gonna let go of the road. Never. However, devs thought, that's gonna be too OP, let's nerf it. Let's make it very light and and it won't ram anything. And yeah, it doesn't have a much ramming power. This thing you see right here has, I believe, 23% of ram increase, or 26. And you don't really feel that increasing. I mean, well, there might be a slight improvement in ramming power, but it's definitely lower improvement than what you get from putting that skill mod in other cars. So yeah, still, it is so friggin' glued to the road and so stable. It is by far the most stable car I've driven so far, and that's pretty much it. When it comes to team escape aspect, you will outcorner everything with ease because it's precise, so don't worry about roadblocks at all. Now, I tuned it, so I needed to test the top speed of this car, and as I said, no high speed acceleration, so this was my second attempt, and I used a Juggernaut to reach it, and it has 370 kilometers per hour at 774 overall. Yeah. And since this is a real wheel drive R8, and like I said, bad launch, I had to do some tricks to get a normal launch. It pulls a bit to the left, but the acceleration is pretty damn awesome, clocking at 245 kilometers per hour. Now, to conclude this thing, there are a few things to know about it. The sound of this car is just amazing. The first thing you're gonna notice when you drive it is its sound, and you're gonna be like, oh my god. Then you'll feel the acceleration, nice. But then you'll start steering, and from that moment, when you first feel that understeer, you're gonna start getting to all the paradoxes and fails about this car. But do not be scared because of it. Seriously, do not. This is a very nice car to drive. Even though it has those understeers, if you put a proper setup on it, the understeer gets to a minimum amount, and it's pretty much the only thing you feel is that it corners very well, it just doesn't corner hard enough. That's what I feel right now with my setup on this car. It's not a bad understeer that I feel, which is a very good thing, and this car accelerates like a damn beast. The sound is seriously, it's just so amazing. You can hear it, but seriously, it's just amazing. The performance, yes, it's worse than a Nismo, being an S-Class, but the performance is about enough. It's pretty much like an Aventador or a Veyron when it comes to performance, and I think it's enough. And when you put a catch-up skill mod on it, it's just a beast. You'll gain on everyone in a matter of seconds. That's how good it is with a catch-up skill mod. Also, this car is really, really really fun to drive. I mean, this car feels like an actual car. It has enough weight to it, it has enough responsiveness, preciseness, but it's not too responsive, it's not too into those categories that it just makes it feel more natural, more like an actual car. And that anti-ramming, anti-flipping ability of this car is just making it even better in those aspects. So yeah, if you haven't got that car and think of buying one, you should. You really should. If you have all the S-Class contenders, if you have even one, like if you have an Agera CCXR or Zonda 500 and think of just a car to have fun, this is your number one car along with Stirling Moss and Nismo. This is at the top of the list, pretty much. That's how good it is. And again, of course looks are a matter of taste, but I really do like how this car looks. Most of the, pretty much 90% of the vinyls are able to be changed with colors, so yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much all, so thanks for watching. If you like, please like, fave, comment, share, maybe even subscribe to me. Also, donations of any kind of amount to my PayPal account will be much appreciated. The link to that is in the description, and well, I hope you enjoyed and find this informative. That's all. This was Makkuro here. See you all